So today I wanna give you another story. I remember when I met two persons that I could consider self crazy in life. One of them is Smiley y el otro es Polo. Um, when I was growing up, I went to Wilson and I always had 501 on my homeroom, and I had them like for 2 years. We had Miss Nearing. We used to fucking blaze it. Me, Andy, fucking Ozar, all of us, and Lizard and Listo and Happy and everybody that whoever wanted Wilson back in our days. Not Happy, I'm sorry. It was Duke and Chino uh, and Lizard, and those are the ones that I went to Wilson with, and I don't know why they didn't go to Lincoln. I think they got thrown out or whatever. But they were the big vatos in my school when I was going. And I always had Miss Nearing, and we used to blaze it. We used to fucking uh, box that fucking class, and we used to always watch movies, and we always brought fucking strangers to class and everything. But me and 50, we hit it off. More or less, we lived the same area, and we had neutral acquaintance and persons that we were hanging around with and everything. So, that's how Danny and everybody got to meet 50 and Sega and all them battles. They were from Italian crew and all, and with four and Cuatro from Ricardo Street, and his big brother when he got killed, and we used to do raids, we used to do warehouse parties, and they used to DJ toda la cosa. And my brother told me about a little story back then, which I was there, but I didn't really see it the way they seen it. So four was throwing a party. He used to have a 5.0 and he used to do donuts. It was his brother's car. Brother ended up suiciding under the house and under fucking the room y todo, pero we used to do raids and parties y todo, and we used to throw them all over. Well, this occasion, my brother with his RIA or 742s, and my brother hanged out with them. I didn't hang out with them. I knew them, and those are the ones that robbed my brother for the bike. And after they robbed them and whatever happened, they became, I guess, hanging out together. Well, we used to do parties, and this was one occasion that my little brother brought it up. I was always gone. I was always faded. So, and there was this party, and the Hudas got there, and they gave us only like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to fucking evacuate. And whoever was gonna stay or whatever fucking equipment was gonna stay was gonna get confiscated. And Cuatro couldn't get it confiscated, and they had wires all over the floor and todo. And this vato, he was on top of the fucking the cables. He got stabbed and fucked up and beat up by all the homies because he was from a different tank crew. He went to the wrong place at the wrong time, and they ended up fucking him up. And that's why they called the cops. Bitch ass people. And he was on the floor, bleeding, dying right there on top of the cables, and Cuatro and everybody just kicked him, fucked him up because he was on top of the cables. He took a permiso, carnal, and they just whacked him out. They got all their equipment out on time, and they left. And those are little things that my brother used to hang out with people like that. And my brother always with the G rides, and I always put in work. And he was never alone because I was always in back of him, always watching his back and keeping an eye on him. And that's how he met all the little youngsters like Blacks and all these vatos and then Pokes and all them. I'm the one that started with me and Sniper and his brother todo, and then we went with I forgot his name, We used to go to the fucking uh, junkyard, and we used to fucking den pool, and we used to fucking practice. I was never a guy that was too fond of stealing. You know, we were always looking for my fucking celebrity, for the engine or transmission, because I was always fucking up. We got to go all over Santa Monica, we'll box it with primos and everything, you know. Sometimes with Pete Dogs, and that's how 5 and all the people started hanging around with us. And that was part of our routine, part of our life, you know. Um, we ran over people. I used to fucking run over people, beat up people. I used to always be fighting and always being fucking aggressive and putting in work, you know. And I was never from a neighborhood or nada, so I had it easy, just fuck anybody up, you know. And I used to hang around with everybody from the projects and everybody from El Sereno, and then that's when I met Polo. Polo, Polo was a heavy hitter, you know. He was a shot caller, you know. And he was from Michigan, and I met him, and me and him, we just looked up, and you know, we didn't associate ourselves because our neighborhoods was taxing everybody, and they didn't want to get taxed, and it was always fucking being aggressive and crazy and down. And he's like 6'2", you know, he's big, he's a polo, he's a bear. Crazy motherfucker, he knows how to throw down and everything. He always had his little fucking equipment, you know what equipment I'm talking about, you know, little fucking minis and 22s and 45s and, you know, fucking subs and all that. So he was always down, you know, all his homeboys were down. Remember when homeboy Boxer, they robbed somebody, and him and some other people, someone in Jack in the Box, and they killed them, and they were in the FBI Most Wanted, and we had Mac Boulevard and all them singing in one of his parties, and after that they killed them, you know. They had a lockdown, and then they're killing them. But Polo was always getting stabbed, getting shot, always fighting for his life, you know. He was always in and out of jail, and always representing, you know. Not gonna say that it's a life that anybody wants. He was just good at it, you know. He was a gangster, you know. So I remember when I met him, me, 5 and Danny, we ended up sweeping by his pad, and 5 goes, hey, you know, stay in the car when my brother comes, my brother snaps, and yeah. So Polo came down with all his Michigan people, right there by Soto and Michigan. And they were thinking they were gangsters, you know? And it's like, I thought we were cool because I was with 5, you know? So they right away, they fucking shooked up to my car, you know, right away. And they're like, what's up, homeboy, where you from? And I guess they were having issues with the projects. Several homeboys they get along with, and several homeboys they don't get along with, and they're having issues with Vicky's, Camotes, and you know what I mean. And but Polo walked up to the window, and I was in my celebrity, and he looked at me and he goes, "What's up, homeboy? You know, what's up? You know, get off the carro. You know, I want to talk to you." I'm like, "What's up, man? You know." 5 was like, nah, just in the car, let's go now. I said, fuck that, let me get off, you know. I don't want them to think that I'm a little punk or whatever, you know. And he goes, hey, you know, I hear all the shit you do for my little brother. Well, yeah, I've been knowing him for a while. Well, you know what, under circumstance, you know what I mean, different circumstances, we would have been enemies, but right now, mucho gusto, you know. I always keep an eye on my little carnal, don't let him get in trouble, or if you ever get in a situation, you know, you need some help or anything, hit me up, you know. I'll always be there for you, you know. I go, there's just no neighborhood, no fucking thinking who's better than us and who's not, because it's a different situation. So 5 told me, hey, you know what, my brother does tattoos. I'm like, feed man. So I had
see if you qualify to get a clear caption screen at no cost to you. Call
I had smoking from well, primero I had and he did me this tattoo right here. You know, he did this tattoo, and that was my first tattoo. You know what I mean? And it was nice. I fucking felt like fucking powerful y todo. me and Polo used to pay him money, and we used to fucking get up and down, and no, claro que we did our side business and todo, pero he confronted me one time and he goes, "Hey, what's up with you, man? What you all about, you know?" And I fucking went up to him and it's like, "I heard you like to fight, you do chingadazos and everything." So we had our fucking moments. We fucking just fought a little bit right there and then just to see who, if I was down, whatever. He put me to the test. Put me like with two, three homies of his that knew how to fight. Got up and it's like, we started just chessing, you know, just chingadazos, you know. And it was like 3, 4, 5 of them vatos there, and a todos me los chingué, you know. I mean, not fucked them up, but just fucking started whacking them, you know, and like on the chest and todo. And next thing you know, they're all arguing against each other, you know. And Polo walked in and he like spread out everybody. He goes, "Well, let the big vato in now." And me and Polo, we went chest to chest. We went out like 10, 15 times just whacking each other in the chest. And Polo was like, "You know, no one's ever hit me." I said, "I don't know. I don't even know who you are, homeboy." And I guess if you don't know who they are, you could whack them. And if you grew up with them or you're scared of them, you can't hit them. So no one's ever fucking whacked them. So we used to fucking hit chest up and just start whacking each other, eh? And I was impressive, and I took charge of the situation right away. That he felt that I represented myself, and I didn't back down. I wasn't scared of him. I was in his neighborhood with his homeboy, and I'm fucking playing chess with him, like chess. And then I seen on the side a chessboard, and I asked him, "Hey, what's up, homeboy? You play chess or what?" "Simon, I play chess." "Why, you play chess or what?" "Oh, yeah." And like always, he was the king of the crop. He was the big enchilada, you know. He thought he was the shit, you know. He used to play people with chess. And I told him, "I'll play you." He had a little fucking chessboard, like a little fucking mini me. I said, "Hey, you know what? I'll play you like 3 games, $100. I'll pay you." And then he goes, "Wow, I'll pay for $100." I said, "Fuck it, I'll pay you for $100." I used to work. I used to have feria. And he's like, "All right, you got feria or no?" I go, "Yeah, feria." As a matter of fact, I had like $500 on my thing because I was gonna pay for the tattoo. And he goes, "Well, before I do your taka and whatever, let's play some chess." I'm like, "All right, feed me." So we played one. I did the haki-maki on his ass. 3, 4 shot, bang, checkmate. He got violent, eh? He got crazy, eh? He almost started smacking his homeboy. He started fucking just shot calling and trying to disrespect, you know? I told him, "Well, sit down, man." I go, "Sit down. I got 2 more games." So he sat down and he played another one, and it's like, whacked him again, you know? Then we played the 3rd one, whacked him again. Motherfucker got aggressive and fucking violent on my ass. He got like, "You don't come to my house, you don't disrespect me," you know? I'm like, "Hey, homeboy, it's not my problem you don't know how to play." So we played all night, all day, like for 2 days straight. We were on some good shit, you know? And couldn't beat me. And he was getting violent, you know? He kept fucking smacking his homeboy because he used to deal and slang y toda la cosa. So all his homeboys kept walking up in there, and no one's ever won him. No one's ever fucking put him on blast, you know? And I fucking put him on blast. I put him on fucking alert status, you know? I fucking came into his territory in front of all his little homies, and he thought he was a shit. And it's like, bang, bang, bang. So we played like about 20, 30 games, you know? Non-stop. And finally, I told him, "I gotta fucking leave." And he's like, Nah, you're not leaving, homeboy. You owe me a lot of money already." And I told him, "You go have the feria, homie." And he's like, "Well, you know what? Let me turn you around. Let me do a taka, eh?" So he did me my tattoo. It's my best tattoo I got, you know? And got another story about it. So I told him, "You want me to pay for it?" He goes, "Nah, chale, homeboy. I don't fucking charge homeboys, you know?" I was like, "Alright, so we're homeboys now?" He goes, Yeah. come down next week, eh? Me practicing my shit. When I don't have all this noise, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna fucking play chess with you. I'm gonna get my fucking my mind into it, and no distractions or nada. See how good you are. Eh? I feel me, homeboy. I'm here. You know, cuando quieras. You just bring fatty, homeboy, because we're gonna pay for money. All right. Well, that weekend, I ended up going to TJ. And me, Bobby, and Freddie, and all of us, we ended up going to TJ. And coming back, one of his homeboys se quedó allá. And desmadre pasó, you know. We got in a riots over there in fucking Rosarito, so we had to come. You know, but we had a good time. Me and Bobby's friend, we fucking went in there. He disrespected a lot of people, but when he got back, they ended up killing him, you know. Can't remember his name right now. I can't say it, you know. But about a chessboard, fuck, with the one was like that big, wooden one, and you open it up and you put your big ass fucking games, you know. I said, I'm a fucking bring a chess game. So I came with Polo and I told him, hey Polo, check it out. I bought a little gift for us. So whenever I come, I mean, I could let you borrow it, but I'm gonna have to take it back, pero para que you could see the plays, you know, 'cause I think you're going blind, motherfucker. And I called him out straight out, and he's like, no one calls me out. And I told him, oh, yo, fuck. I go, I mean, you're a chess player, you're not. You're a shit talker, you're a woody whoop. So we put $25 a game, and we said we're gonna play 10 games. For there could be no excuse, and whoever won was gonna be the champion. Well, I won 8 games and you won 2 games. I could be honest with you, Vatos. I let him win those 2 games because motherfucker was getting like doubling up, tripling up, quadrupling up. And when it came down to it, came down. I wasn't gonna charge him because he was already fucking smacking homeboys down. He was fucking getting all violent. He was getting, you know, getting aggressive. And que le iba a decir, homo, you owe me fucking $600-700. That's when I met Sega, and I used to go there and all. They used to get punked by Polo. He used to text everybody. He used to punk everybody. Eh? Everybody le tenía miedo. I didn't know who Polo was. You know, to me, he was just a regular character, and I was brother. And I already had a pass, so I was like, I give a fuck about who you are, you know. And our little homie was like, hey, mama, you know, you let my homie win. I'm like, I gotta fucking let him win. And 2-3 occasions, they picked up their fucking attitude and their chin up, and I'm like, to Polo, hey, what's up? What's up with your little homie, you know? You need him to handle you, to help you, or what's up? You go, nah, chale, homeboy. And 2-3 of them homies, they're dead now, but they stepped up to the plate, and they're supposedly chess players. And I'm like, oh man, well, kind of, and obviously, I did a sweep, sweep, you know. Well, after playing with Polo, Polo ended up respecting me and fucking. We ended up playing a couple months together. You know, every time we used to go chill, and Danny and Fivo, they'll go fucking tagging and all kinds of shit, and I would be with Polo right there and then, you know. They raided right there the fucking house, and the SWAT team came in and all. Thank God I wasn't there. And they arrested him, so that was our fucking chess games, our fucking days over, you know. And he was on the run and got stabbed, he got shot, he went to prison, got out, he had his twins, and yeah, he was down, you know, he was a down vato, and I never knew who he really was. See, if you know him as familia, like Fivo and a friend, and you earn his respect, he's a firme gente. He met us youngsters, and we grew up around Fivo y todo. We lived in the same house and all, you know, same territory. So we had respect, and he knew that we weren't gang banging, and that regardless of the situation, we were friends, you know. And he didn't mix up neighborhoods or fucking no, he never. And like I said, every time he tried stepping up, we used to play fucking hits, you know, chess. And Polo used to say, "Fuck, man, you can fucking suck." I go, pfft. And Five whenever we used to tell him, "Oh, you know how to fight." And Polo used to always like, "All right, man, you got my respeto." And he used to always tell little youngsters, like, "Hey, man, play chess with him, like chess, you know, like socked hands." And I used to always love hitting people. All my nephews and all my brothers, everybody, I used to smack them down, you know. I still do it on occasions, you know. But back in the days, it's like you lift up your chest and it's like, "What's up?" You know what I mean? And you let it out, you know. You let it out. Let that little sweat flourish, you know. Let it amuse you and fucking let the heat fucking the anger, the frustration out. You know what I mean? And let your fear and your conscience just dictate how you're gonna hit somebody. You know? Cause I boxed and I fought a lot. So me and Polo, during the years, every time we used to see each other, whatever, like always respect and always thought, and we haven't seen each other in a while. We fucking, we know that we're here, and one of these days we're gonna meet up again, and we still talk to Five-O and his kids and all, and we still keep in touch, you know. It's just we haven't played chess in a very long time. I say about 20 years, you know. But Polo, he's been on the news. He's been practically dead 2, 3 times, and he's been in jail. And they had the green light, and they almost killed him. And he never backed down. He's never fucking. Never. You know, he's always been down and crazy. You know, he's a shot caller. Five says he's never gonna grow up. He's never gonna be fucking more than a gangster. You know. And that's his style, estilo, is his style, you know what I mean? It's like, it's the way he wants to live. He wants to live like a gangster. He has a lot of kids, and right now they must be old and everything, you know, like 30 years, you know what I mean? But it's cool, you know? But Polo is one of the persons I met that I respect a lot, and I admire him. After I found out who he was and how crazy he was involved with the green lights, with the neighborhoods. It's like a big carnal, you know? And he's a shot caller, you know? And he's always putting in work, and he's always, people around him are always constantly dying, you know? Constantly being on the news and being in jams and everything, because he's a real gangster, you know. And I never seen him like that, and I never been scared of him, and I never disrespect him in a way that we could have conflicts, you know. But I always admire a true gangster, you know. And I'm happy to grow and know crazy people like him. Well, he's one of the two persons that I met. Crazy motherfucker, you know? I met some other crazy people, but this one's a crazy motherfucker, you know? Another one that I hanged out a lot with, you know? It's some other vatos that I can't really talk about, but today we're just gonna talk about Polo. And carnal, gracias carnal for being there growing up, you know? Being there when I was growing up, and always respecting and being truthful and being a carnal, you know, being a gente that could take a punch and never letting your emotions and your out of control and your anger get frustrated, and you always fucking came down to earth, and you always stepped up to the plate, you know. Like, there's been occasions, like I said, that you're youngsters and all, everybody wants to fucking put the neighborhood and put the names up and try to represent. You've always like put them under control, you know. And me and you, like I said, 2, 3 times we've gotten aggressive with each other, and you know I never back down, and I know for sure that you don't back down. And even though we've fucking played chesses and we socked each other up, and we've always looked up to each other and respected each other. I always admire that from a real gangster, you know. And you put your name up, at least in my a me, you know what I mean? Yo te respeto and I admire you, and I'm always gonna take care of your canalito, Bible, and I'm always gonna include him, treat him as my canal. And I know him and my brother, they're always doing concerts, they're always hanging out. They drifted apart a little bit, but they're still around. We had my dad's 70th birthday and Fivo came down. I still have the respeto, and they still acknowledge, and they still consider me a friend. Those are my childhood friends, you know. Danny became more acquaintance with them because Danny is into the fucking community things, you know, to the things that don't make you grow up in life, you know, tagging and fucking concerts and hip hop y todo. Me, I've always been a worker and a woman, vato, you know. It's like concerts are cool, don't get it wrong, but I've always been into boxing and dating and partying, you know. And I mean, that's different. I'd rather be alone with a hyena. Me and Polo always looked up to each other and respected, you know. And he always told me, he goes, you know what I like about you? And I was like, what? That your estilo stands out, and you look like a fucking maton and like a crazy motherfucker. But at the same time, you're fucking joyful, happy, and you're always around women, and you're always including everybody. No fucking envy, no hate, no jealousy, no nada. I tell them, lo que es tuyo, lo que es mío es mío. I've always lived up like that, you know. Why, if you got something, food or anything, share is always a good thing in life. And if you got some shit on you, share, carnal. And if you got good shit, then pasala, carnal, you know. And if we could always play a game or lose our frustration, or still we have anxiety or we're aggressive and we just need someone to fucking talk to, and that's what me and Polo had. First of all, we could communicate and we could talk because he knows where I'm at and I know where he's at, and he knows I'm down and I know he's down, and he knows that no matter what, I'm still gonna be here. Never gonna get busted. I'm always gonna take care of his brother, you know. And that's what he admires, and I know his mom and his dad and his familia, you know. And we've always looked up and respected, you know. I've always been a standout guy, you know. I've always been to impress, and I've always been myself, and I don't back down for nobody. And that's what he loves and he respects. He goes, damn, carnal, you know, got balls on me. And I was like, hey, man, I don't got balls like you out there. You guys are crazy. I'm not. Pero, I mean, just don't fuck with me. I won't fuck with you, you know. I don't gangbang. I fight. And that's what he likes. He goes, fuck, you don't talk about killing. You don't talk about fucking how down you are. You know, you just talk about putazos, you know. And you're always putting people on, like, on blast and say, like, let's represent right now. Put it up. And if you play chess, why, fuck it, let's play chess. So, overall, I think I won like 90% out of the games. Eventually, he started catching on to my moves and let him in, you know. And I had to let him here and there to win, you know. He's won like 10%, honestly. And but I could always look up to him and tell him, hey, puto, bring out the chessboard. Or now we'll play some chess. And I haven't seen him, like I said, like 20 years. I talked to him just a little while ago. But mis respetos, and hopefully we get to hang out one of these days soon. Alright, Polo, that's your story.